And all you have to take a look at is that nothing's designed for you. Nothing is designed for the common man. It's just the system trying to keep itself alive and evolving and ever gaining more control. And then you ask, like, why do you want more control? Well, it wants more control because it's afraid. And it's afraid of you. And it's afraid of you because you one day might wake up and realize how powerful you really are. You are. It's just hidden in plain sight. You affect the cosmos, every thinking cosmos, every single thought that you have, every single act that you have to think about, like, you're sitting in this big pool of water maybe, right? And you're just this little person in there. But as soon as you start moving, it makes a little bit of a wave. And that wave, even if it's microscopic, it goes and travels in all directions. And then you'll figure out there's more like you. There's more like we're everywhere. And every thought pattern that you have and every thought that you permeate through this universe gets somewhere. And it's going to be heard. You may not know it, but you probably saved lives. You don't even know. Just by you expressing your own opinion, maybe you turning left instead of turning right, you have no idea how that will affect the wholeness of things. Like, think about it. These thought patterns, these waves communicate with others like you, and maybe just a word, maybe they don't even know it was you, maybe they don't even know who the quote is from, but you might have a very profound effect on their lives. So don't think that you're just someone that's going through the meat grinder of the system. No, you're absolutely powerful. You have no idea how powerful you are. The problem is that you're distracted. And distraction is the biggest tool of the system to keep you in line. Back in the day, it was chains and it was direct control and power. And they figured out, well, that's kind of lame. That's lame because it's hard to keep intact and it's visible. So eventually the system gave up its visible control legs and turned into more of like psychological control. Either subversion or just random thought patterns, that kind of are pushed on you from media, from your friends and family who may just be loving people, but they may be regurgitating ideas that have been pushed onto them. And now you suddenly think that those ideas are coming from them, and they're not. Most of your own thoughts are not really your own. You read a book, you heard it somewhere, it made a sound and you kind of tuned on to it, or maybe you were down emotionally or up emotionally and it had an effect on you, and it's fine. But you have to know that I would say 90% of your thoughts are not really your own. They're just patterns that are kind of auto-tuned or auto-regulated in there. So those are the ones that you have to find out. And look, some may work for you. Some may work for you very well. So you don't have to immediately change everything. But here's one thing that I can suggest, and I'm going to try to implement this even more in my life. You have to get in tune with the silent power. You have to make sure that you don't react to every news item or any video or anything that you hear immediately, because those are the automatons that were programmed into you, right? So in order to get in tune with the silent power, that the observer, the universal observer that is in you, you have to have a power place. You have to have a place, at least one place in life where everything is according to how you want it to be. talk to your spouse, talk to whoever you want it to be, and maybe go in your bedroom and make that place just clean, pristine. Get rid of your sandwiches from underneath your bed. Throw out all the clothes that you didn't wear for the last maybe 60 days, 80 days, whatever days you pick, and make that one spot in your house, those few square feet, right, pristine, where everything is or everything isn't how they want it to be, but how you want it to be. Make it clean, make it zen, absolute zen, and of course you need to make sure that it's zen for both of you, right? But when you walk in there, it needs to be perfect. It needs to be a perfect reflection of not the state of your mind that you have right now, but the state of the mind that you would like to be in. So any time you walk in there from that point on, it will have a reflection on you, what you can become. So pick up a Zen book or something like that and read that. If that doesn't work for you, no problem. Just maybe just listen to my videos. Whatever works for you, but everything needs to be there as you want it to be. Throw out stuff, remove stuff. The less stuff, the better, right? And make sure that place is your power place, where you go in there and you can put a meditation music on there. It's exactly how you want it to be, and that's your base. That is where you're gonna pick up every day energy to go out and make more vibrations, and not just react to the world and to the news that's coming to you. You're gonna make a plan, you're gonna follow it, and you're gonna do everything that's in your power to make sure that only good things happen to you and your loved ones, whatever the world is gonna come through are going through, right? But you have to have that silent power place. So work on that, okay? That's your first step. Once you have that, I'll give you some more tips. But let's just get one thing working, all right? Also, remember, these videos are no longer gonna have ads, so I'm relying on you to help keep us funded to keep making me these videos, or in this case, just voice recordings. So feel free to help me out on Patreon or buy me a coffee, or even I have a Bitcoin Cash and another wallet address in the videos. So if you're thinking that these are useful for you, please let me know. Also, commenting and just liking the videos helps a lot. So once you're in your silent place, work on a silent hour. Maybe it's gonna be just in the morning hours. Ideally in the morning if you can make some time, but if not, then towards the night, just before going to sleep. And I would say try meditation or prayer, or however you want to frame it, but make sure you spend just maybe 10 to 15 minutes with yourself, with your thoughts, where you make sure that you're feeling comfortable. You can lock out any negative emotions. Make sure you don't have any electronics there, any widgets, nothing to distract you from. Just have lovely thoughts and stay in the silent power. Try that out. Try that out for 30 days. And in the meantime, I'll tell you more. Alright. Talk to you next time.